I asked Isabelle if she would be willing to take my daughter on as an apprentice, and she could travel to Whisperwind and learn so much more than she would ever learn in a place like Tivermac. That would be fun, getting to train Seraphina's daughter. I'm sure that she's quite a bright mind. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll just go to Tivermac. Meet Kendra for real. And of course, spend some time with Seraphina. Oh, please still work, please still work. Okay, that turn's at least good. Oh, I've got to get this mess cleaned up first before Isabelle gets back. Dear. Hey, I am so sorry. I'll have everything cleaned up, I promise. Oh, you're not Isabelle. Oh, good. Well, hey, it's you. It's been a while. It's good to see you. Not just because you're not Isabelle, but also because it's nice to see a familiar face. How are you? Good, good. Glad to hear it. Glad you're not having the sort of day I'm having. Well, okay. So we just got in last night, right? So very first day on the job, being Isabelle's apprentice. Right, just today, okay? So Isabelle was sort of giving me a tour of her shop earlier, right? And she pointed out some of her more popular inventions and things. And then she pointed to this strange little contraption here. Yeah, I forget what she called it, but basically it sort of absorbs residual energy in the air, and it collects them in these different siphons, I think she called them, and it sorts them out, and when you have enough you can actually convert that energy into other energy. So things like residual electrical energy, even astral energy, I think she said, or spectral energy. I don't remember. Anyway, she was sort of starting to explain it. And then she just said that it didn't work and it was rubbish and just kept talking about other things. And I got a bit curious, see? Because it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it, really. It looks like it works just fine. In fact, it's got readings here of different types of energy that it's created. Anyway, so then she left. She said she had something to take care of at the tavern. And she told me to clean everything. Just, you know, sort of get myself familiar with everything. And I got a bit curious. I was cleaning it because it got all dusty. See, she had it sort of up on one of those top shelves over there. And then I just sort of started poking around. And I guess I poked a bit too hard because then it poked back and it blew up. I mean, it's fine, I think. It stopped smoking at least now, so that's a good sign probably. Anyway, it made sort of a mess, so now I've just got to try to get this cleaned up and get everything else cleaned up so Isabelle doesn't fire me on my very first day. Oh, I'm just so rubbish at this already. You don't have to help me clean up. It's my mess. It's my mistake. I can do it. I suppose if you want to help, I won't say no. Yeah, I could really use it, I guess. It's nice to see you. I heard that you put in a good word for me with Isabelle. Well, fat lot of good that's going to do when she comes back and sees this mess that I made already. If you want to help out, sure you can. There's a rag over there by yeah, go ahead and just pick something up. Anything that's got soot on it, I suppose. Luckily, it didn't look like it was a very dangerous explosion, but still rather messy. It's going to take a bit of cleaning. But I bet if we work together, we could get it done before Isabelle comes back. Hopefully, then she'll be none the wiser, and I won't lose my job the very first day. It's been an awful long journey to just turn around and go back home to Tivermac tomorrow. You don't think she'd mind? I'll just blow up half her shop. Well, I mean, not really, but I made a mess of half her shop. Wow, I'm glad you think she's the forgiving type. She does seem like... she's very curious too, isn't she? You know, travelling from Tivermac back here with her, it was fascinating getting to know her a bit and getting to pick her brain a little bit about what it's like being an inventor. She seems absolutely brilliant. Honestly, this apprenticeship is... it's everything I ever dreamed of, but never actually thought that it would happen. I can't wait to get started on something for real, not just making mistakes and cleaning. Although, honestly, she'll probably have me cleaning for a while after this mishap. Oh well. My mother said before I left that I would probably have to... How did she word it? Pay my dues, I think. Yeah, sort of prove myself before Isabelle let me do anything big. But someday, just gotta, you know, stick with it. Someday maybe she'll trust me with something other than cleaning. Oh yeah, like this has got all singed on this side. Oh, this must be one of those, what was she talking about? Sonar blasters, I think? Yeah, fascinating. Turning sound into a weapon. It's incredible. Yeah. Quite the mind that Isabelle's got. I mean, you know, my mother makes sort of little handguns and things, but nothing so ingenious as this. It really is quite something. Anyway, yeah, you can clean that up a bit, see if you can get that not looking like rubbish. I'm almost done with this one, I think. I mean, I'll have to sort of polish the inside, I think, but if I get the outside looking good, at least she won't know it, you know, unless she goes to work on this like today. But I doubt it. It seemed like she had sort of dismissed this as a failure, at least for now. Here we go. Rag's not very clean anymore. Oh well, it'll be better than nothing, I suppose. Oh, my mother? Yeah, she's doing great. Yeah. You know, it's a bit weird. This is my first time being away from home. And I'm sure that she's worried sick about me, and yet I can't stop thinking about her. I mean, I'm sure she'll be fine. One less mouth to feed with me not there, and one less ragamuffin child getting in trouble. I'm sure that she'll be just fine without me. But I just, you know, can't stop thinking about her. It's a fascinating little thing. Yeah, it looks like a little toy almost. Yeah, like a little bug playing a lute of some sort. Looks like it. Oh. Oh, doesn't seem like it works. This is really dirty, not just from the explosion, but it looks like there's actually still like actual dirt on it. Huh. Wonder where this is from. This is something from Brighthaven. From the town before it became Blythorn, after the Blythorn incident. Huh. Fascinating. You know, my mother was from there. Isabelle was too, I think. Interesting. Yeah, definitely something jammed up in there. Probably shouldn't turn it anymore in case I break it. Well, more than it's already broken. My mother doesn't talk about Brighthaven all that much. I was alive when the Blythorn incident happened, but I don't really remember it, and my family left town pretty quickly. And all the rubble and the crime that broke out overnight wasn't really a time to raise children, I suppose. Wonder if Isabelle would tell me more about it. I'd love to hear what the city was actually like. My mother would start talking about it and she'd always get this faraway look in her eye and get all sad and quiet. Yeah, I think it hurt to remember it. Almost like the look that she gets when she talks about my father after he died. I guess it's not really the same, but grieving the loss of a home, grieving the loss of your partner. I guess it's maybe the same a bit. Well, maybe Isabelle is the same way. She don't like to talk about it much, but maybe someday, huh? Never know. Well, there you go, little buggy. Okay, let's see. I don't think this got today. Goodness, look at all these gears. Quite the collection of them. Yeah. I'm sure I'll learn all the proper terms for things like this, but right now it's just fascinating to look at them. Different colours, different sizes, different teeth. Is that what the little ridges on the outside are called? Teeth? I think so. I don't know, I guess I'll probably learn that too, eh? No, don't look too dirty. Just sort of brush off the top ones. I mean, okay, it's not like this place is immaculately clean anyway, right? I mean, Isabelle definitely works here all the time. It's not like she's a clean freak or anything. But if I can get rid of, you know, most of the mess I made at least, make it look like I've been cleaning this whole time, probably be a good thing. I open the windows too, hopefully it won't smell like smoke for too long. There, I think that's probably good. For now anyway. Oh. What on earth is this? What do you think that's for? Perhaps a mask to wear into battle? Or maybe it's for protecting you from something else. Like a poisonous gas or something? I don't know. And then this eyepiece, it looks like it's sort of a filter for something. Huh. I don't know, you probably have to turn it on to actually get it working. I'm afraid to fiddle with things now. I don't want this blowing up too. Looks like she's put a lot of work into this one. Fascinating. What do you think? Oh, maybe, yeah. You never know. Doesn't look like I got too dirty. Just a bit. There we are. Just get some of these grooves a bit cleaner. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So, what can you tell me about Whisperwind as a place to live, I suppose? I mean, it looks like a very close-knit town. You know, I've only ever, well, I guess I lived in Brighthaven when I was very young, but the only place I really know is Tivermac. And that's a rather large town, and definitely has some less than wholesome folk, if you remember. So this place feels completely different. Yeah, it feels like you could go for a walk on your own and not feel scared. Or even if something did happen, that someone would be out looking out for you. Yeah. It's like everything you need. Nothing that you don't need. Yeah. People just being real, being honest. It's not something I'm used to. What's your favourite part in town to just sort of, you know, go to blow off some steam, so to speak? Oh, the tavern. Okay. Sure, yeah, doesn't Isabelle's friend own the tavern? Yeah, Merrick, that's right. I guess I'll have to stop by there sometime. I mean, I've got quite a lot of cleaning to do today, but perhaps tomorrow I'll get to stop by. Raya. Okay, sure, yeah, I'll make sure I meet Raya. If you speak highly of her, then I'm sure she's wonderful. There we are. That looks a bit cleaner. Yeah. Okay, good. What else? Oh yeah, this could do with a bit of a polish too. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I mean, obviously it's a magnifying glass, but it looks like she's got some different gears on here, like if you were to turn this, that it would change the... Oh, yes, it changes the depth and the strength of the lens, I suppose. Fascinating. Got a nice, good close look at you. Interesting. Look at that. Even perfectly normal things, Isabelle has transformed into something even more useful. She really is quite a genius. I mean, the way my mother spoke of her was, you would think she was the greatest inventor in the world. Yeah. Oh, I hope she likes me. I mean, obviously she liked me well enough in Tivermac to, you know, bring me here, but this is her home. She's inviting me into her workshop. It's a bit daunting, honestly. Well, thank you. You didn't have to say that. I'm glad you believe I'll do a good job. Obviously, I've got a lot to learn about everything, but I'm a hard worker and I am a pretty quick study. So hopefully she can see that. Keep me around. Honestly, even if I just learn things for a little while underneath her, it would still be a dream. But to be able to actually apprentice with her for years, maybe even, learn everything she has to teach, it'd be such an honour. Oh, that? Oh, no, put that down. That's not something that Isabelle created. That's just it's nothing. It's just a little trinket that I made when I was young. Right here, give it here. It's not even real. It's just a prototype, I suppose I called it, of, well, I guess it's a bit hard to explain. We don't really have anything like this, so it was really just the musings of a child's mind. You see, I grew up in Tivermac, right? A city right on the sea. Ships coming and going. Everything really revolved around the sea. You could always hear it, could always smell the salty air, hear the gulls flying overhead. We had traders coming in from all over the kingdom, all over the world, really. And, fishing all over the place. The sea was our way of life. It really was. And yet there's so much about the sea that we don't really know. Even the best of swimmers can only go so far. So, as a child, staring out at the waves, coming and going, the sun rising and setting, and hearing all the stories of the different sailors and fishermen that would go out on the sea, it got me thinking, what if we had a way to actually explore the sea a bit more? Yeah, not just, as far down as we could dive. Not just, holding your breath and looking around, but what if we actually had something that could help us see more, deeper? So I came up with this sort of idea, and it started out as just little pictures, and then I threw this together just with some, leftover pieces from my mother's shop. It's a carriage, but it's a carriage that don't need horses, and it's airtight, so it can actually go underwater. Yeah, and it's got an engine in here and the little propellers. See right here on the back that would sort of push you through the water, and then you could sit inside here in this little bubble, I suppose, and dive into the water and see what was down there. Yeah, got some lights up here, and then just some different, tools here in case you needed to get through something or you got caught in something, just to keep yourself safe. Yeah, I had the whole thing mapped out when I was little. Really. See these big tanks down here? You fill them full of air, and you can be on top of the water. But if you let the air out, then that's what allows you to sink. Yeah. That was in theory anyway, from just my little tests of, taking bottles full of water and floating them on the ocean and then, submerging them when you fill them with water. Anyway, like I said, nothing that will ever come to anything, just the musings of a child, I suppose. I'm not going to show this to Isabelle. No, it would never actually be able to be made. Most likely. I mean, maybe someday with a mind much brighter than mine. Honestly, I didn't even know that this was still around. Apparently, I threw it out when I was, a few years ago, I suppose. But my mother dug it out of the garbage and kept it all these years. Yeah, I didn't even know she had it. And then right before I left, she gave it to me. She told me to always keep thinking. Always keep imagining. Sounds like something a mother would say, doesn't it? Anyway. knowing she kept it all those years. I couldn't just throw it away. It's like a little piece of home, a little piece of her. Always believing in me, even when I'm not much to believe in. But she didn't anticipate me setting off an explosion in Isabelle's workshop on the first day. Well, anyway, I'll keep it. You know, maybe someday, once me and Isabelle are closer and we understand each other a bit more, maybe I could show her. I'd at least get a little bit of a laugh, huh? Maybe she could make sort of a toy like this, you know? Sort of like this little buggy friend. I mean, obviously inventions aren't just for war and strange new gadgets and things. Sometimes they're for fun. So, who knows? Anyway, well, it looks like most of this is cleaned up at least. Thank you for your help. Yeah, it was nice to have someone to work with. You know what they say, many hands make light work. Anyway, I should probably get back to cleaning what I was actually supposed to be cleaning. What? What do you mean my face? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, yeah, I better clean that off, hey? You know, it's a good thing I was wearing these goggles she gave me. Yeah, I'll have to clean these babies up and get my face looking a bit better, eh? Before Isabelle gets back. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. That could have been quite embarrassing. I walk in and I say, look, everything's fine, and yet my face is all dirty. She'd know something was up. Oh dear. Well, I'd better go see to that. Was there something that you needed? Oh no, you just heard the explosion and came running. Well, I'm glad you're the only one, let's just say that. Well, thank you for your help. And for putting in a good word for me here with the apprenticeship. Yeah. I promise I'll work hard. I won't let you down. Okay. Well, I suppose until next time. I better go get cleaned up and you make yourself scarce so Isabelle don't get any wiser, eh? Okay. Well, I suppose now that we live so close to each other, I'll be seeing you around, eh? Okay. Till next time.